Should Christians celebrate Halloween? Some Christians believe that we can redeem it with trunk or treats and harvest parties, while others believe it's an open door to the demonic. In this video, we will finally lay the issue to rest with former witch turned Jesus worshiper, Jenny Weaver. Hey, if you believe in spiritual warfare, hit the subscribe button right now and let's all welcome Jenny. This information you're going to hear will absolutely shock you. How do you expose the works of darkness, even leading into Halloween? Like, what would you say to them?
There are doors that we can open knowingly and unknowingly that allow the enemy to gain access into our life. And so what's radical to me is that the same people that go through an hour or two or longer, even sometimes, of deliverance, go right back home and then they participate in something like Halloween, which is steeped in witchcraft. That its whole foundation is witchcraft. Period. I don't care how you remix it today. You can't separate the origins of it. You never will be able to separate the origins of it. And then they participate in that, and then they open these same doors, and they come right back and say, I don't think I was really delivered. No, you were delivered. You just keep opening these same doors over and over and over. And so we need to close the door, slam it shut, lock it. And if the whole world says that you're crazy, religious, and too strict, well, I love you in the Lord. Be blessed. Let me be on this strict side rather than the compromising side and be demonized at night, scared to go to the bathroom because a monster is going to jump out from under my bed. Now, I'm just going to tell you how it really is. And so we have got to close these doors. Let me tell you, Halloween, I don't know if anyone's ever told y'all, but Halloween started years and years and years and years ago by the Celtic Druids, which, if you don't know, they're in witchcraft. That's kind of like their thing. It's their culture. And so what they did is they believed that on that particular day, Halloween, that during that day that the veil was thin. There was a thin veil that separated the spirit world from the natural world. And during that thin time that they could cross over. And the spirits, they actually would bring food and light fires and all these snacks to give to the dead, because it was a time of celebrating the dead where the dead could arise and roam around the earth. And they wanted that to happen. They wanted to see all of that. And so they would bring these spirits gifts, treats, so that they wouldn't get tricked by the spirit. Connect that, y'all. And then what they would do is, so that some of these spirits that came back to take revenge, they didn't want these spirits to take revenge on them. So what they would do is they would dress up with animal bones and animal heads sometimes. And that's how costumes came into play, so that these spirits would then recognize them as a spirit and pass them by. And so costumes are steeped in that witchcraft, that demonic realm, and celebration of the dead. And the trick or treating, that's steeped in it as well. And then to keep the evil spirits away from their homes, what they would do is they would put treats out on the porch, and they would carve these jack-o'-lanterns or these turnips. That's what they had over there. And pumpkins came in American culture because we have pumpkins here. But over there it was turnips, and they would carve these faces, evil faces in them, put a candle in them, and so that the spirits would see the home and pass by. I think it's we're already there. It's already good. We're going to pass by. And so jack-o'-lanterns, entryway into your home, participating in Halloween. That's a participation in Halloween. And so here's the thing. And can I say this, Pastor Mike?
Say it.
I brought this example to the body of Christ when I shared on my video. I said, a Ouija board, we all know what Ouija boards are. The Ouija boards were created for the purpose of communicating with the dead, which the Bible says not to do. It's called necromancy. We are forbidden to do that. It is an abomination. And so Ouija boards communicate with the dead, spirits or entities or whatever. I'll tell you what they are. They're demons. That's what they are.
Come on.
It's not your grandmother. It's a familiar spirit.
Say it.
I know you love her and you miss her, but you were forbidden from doing that. You're not allowed to do that. And so a Ouija board was created in witchcraft with its origins celebrating the dead and communicating with the dead. I can't take a Ouija board, bring it into my house as a Christian and say, hey, we're going to use the Ouija board to communicate with the Lord from now on. And we're going to use this Ouija board to talk to the Lord. If you want to talk to the Lord, you're going to talk. I can't remix it like that. I can't make it Christianized. I can't separate it from its witchcraft origins. Now, when I say that, everybody goes, no, I would never do that. But then you cannot take Halloween, which is steeped in witchcraft and worship of the dead and all kinds of demonic occult practices, and then say, I'm going to dress it up as an angel, and I'm going to go door to door, and I'm going to just eat my candy and sit and be merry. You can't do that. In your mind, you're thinking that, but you are deceived. I love you in the Lord. And after Halloween, no matter which side of the fence you fall on, I'm still going to love you in the Lord. But I got to give you the truth, and may the truth set you free. Participating in it is coming in alignment with it. I don't want to come in alignment with the same holiday that Satan worshipers literally look forward to all year long. I don't want to come in alignment with a holiday that witches will sleep throughout the whole week just to be able to stay up that night to practice the craft and do spells all the way past midnight while little children are being abducted, kidnapped, sacrificed. Prostitutes go missing in crazy numbers that night. Homeless people go missing. Do y'all know these are real facts? There's so much crime. There's so much evil that goes on. And so no, as for me and my household, that's it. We will serve the Lord. My daughter is in the room over there. She's a homeschooler. She has no thought that she's missing out.
Come on.
Because I don't let Nickelodeon, Disney, or other children teach my child how to live. We teach her the ways of the Lord. So she doesn't think I'm missing out because we never instilled that in her.
Come on.
She thinks the world is missing out by not abstaining from Halloween. That's what she thinks.
Yes,
she can eat candy anytime. We have a candy bowl that sits there from January to December. We're not deprived of candy to the point where I send my child to strangers' houses to knock on doors. I don't know what spirit that guy has that opens that door. I don't know what entity is over there. I don't know what demon has been on that premises. I'm not sending my kid there. So I'm passionate. I'm sorry. I'm loud. I'm yelling.
Listen, you could yell on my broadcast for 2 hours straight anytime you want because I'm over here loving life. Listen, that settles it. Case closed. That's the mantle of Josiah that I'm talking about. You're not going to compromise it. We're going to eradicate it. And that's what you were saying is like, we're going to straight up eradicate this. That analogy of the Ouija board was like divinely given to you. And there's something about this Halloween. We were talking about it last night. This is a divine timeline. I prophesied this last night. It's like the mantle of Josiah is being released. Josiah was an old covenant, Old Testament king over Israel. And he showed up and eradicated all of the works of darkness. And he said, enough is enough. We're not going to compromise. We're not going to have Christian flavored Halloween. We are actually going to eradicate anything and everything that looks, smells like, tastes like, feels like the works of darkness. And there's something about this divine timeline. I saw you in another video say that you felt like God really released you in this season to really speak into, the occult, witchcraft. And here's the thing. I was thinking while you were talking, and I know that people are dabbling right now. We were talking about the crystals, the sage, the lotions, potions, manifesting money, the new age guru stuff that you see on the, TikTok influencers. And there's people dabbling with things right now that you already need deliverance from because you become demonized because you left that door wide open. Jenny, this has been amazing. Thank you so much for spending some time with us today. Wasn't this teaching so good? Something that you can do to help me right now is reach and hit that subscribe button. And then after you hit the subscribe button, I have this video right here, 10 cursed items in your home that you probably have to get rid of right now. Subscribe and then hit this video.